smile out of me at whim. And she knows it. "Clear your plate," I tell Fiona as I stand and walk toward the sink. "We need to be out front in 10 minutes to catch our Uber." She huffs and looks up at me with an exasperated expression, reminding me her teen years are looming on the horizon. My dad places his hand over Fiona's and gives it a squeeze. "You don't have to call me every day, but you do have to call at least once a week, or else I'll be calling you. And I'll be expecting some photos of you once you find a hockey team up there." "I'll call you all the time, Gramps. You'll get sick of me calling. That's how much I'm going to call you." "I'd never get sick of you, Feedly D." "Gramps, please. That's my baby nickname." "And it's what I'll call you all my days. You don't get to change your Gramps. Trust me. Years from now, you'll be looking back on that nickname with a smile on your face." "If you say so," she says with yet another huff, but it doesn't have half the weight of the one she sends my way. "Dish, rinsed, and grab your backpack," I tell my daughter. Then I turn to my dad. "We'll be back for Christmas, and we'll fly you up for a visit once we're settled. Son, I'm a renowned cardiothoracic surgeon with a long list of credentials and a coveted position at St. Luke's. I'm pretty sure I can make my way to Ohio to visit my granddaughter without you buying me a ticket. You know what you need to focus on, and it's certainly not being my travel agent." He clears his throat and gives me one of his looks. His expression conveys concern and a slight warning. After all we've been through in the past 3 years, I can't blame him for being a little wary or overprotective. Nothing else needs to be said between my dad and me. No words could change the strange trajectory of my life. I'm leaving behind a thriving family medical practice as an internal medicine physician in one of the largest cities in the nation to move to a town 99% of the world has never heard of. Make that nearly 100%. I'm pretty sure the only people who have heard of Bordeaux, Ohio, are the people who live there. I'm abandoning my childhood home, my dad, my reputation, and everything I've built to start a new life in an obscure little town nestled among cornfields and, well, pretty much just cornfields. I'd only sacrifice everything for one person. Fiona. She deserves a fresh start, and she needs women in her life. In Bordeaux, she'll have my cousin Hazel and Hazel's parents. And Hazel assures me there's a network of women in Bordeaux who will take Fiona under their wings. Fiona's lost too much for a girl her age. First, my mom passed 3 years ago. And then Margot battled cancer. When we lost her, it did me in. Somehow Fiona grieved and seems to have moved forward for the most part. She was born with a spirit of carpe diem. My dad's words from a few weeks ago echo through my head as Fiona and I climb into the back of our Uber and the driver pulls away from the curb. You both need a fresh start. Look at this move as a clean slate. That town needs a doctor. They couldn't ask for better than what they're getting. And you two need to move somewhere that doesn't ring with the memories of all you've endured. That girl of yours is resilient. But she's also only a girl. She doesn't always show her feelings. Maybe she's protecting you. I know she's prone to do that. Trust me, this move will be the thing you need, even if it isn't the thing you want. My dad's right. Fiona possesses amazing resilience, and we have too many specters of our family in St. Louis, memories haunting us and keeping us tied to the past. We need this change. Well, we need a change. Whether this move will prove to be the change we need is highly debatable. Time will tell. We pull into the airport and unload. Fiona pops her St. Louis Blues backpack onto her shoulders and follows me into the terminal. As soon as we approach the area designated for departures, a commotion at the ticket counter captures my attention. A few passengers ahead of us in line are looking at one another and then at the agent involved in the conversation with a very animated